When most people think of Malaysia, they often imagine tropical beaches, towering skyscrapers, and perhaps the bustling markets of Kuala Lumpur. However, what many fail to realize is that Malaysia is a living mosaic of cultures, religions, languages, and traditions far more diverse than it appears at first glance. While the country is relatively small geographically, its rich heritage stretches across centuries, shaped by waves of migration, colonial history, trade, and intermingling of communities. From the Malay heartlands to the highlands of Sabah and Sarawak, Malaysia hosts a dazzling spectrum of peoples and lifestyles. It is a country where centuries-old traditions coexist with modernity, and where every state offers a unique cultural identity. In 2025, as Malaysia continues to attract tourists, scholars, and expatriates from around the world, this diversity is becoming one of its most celebrated features. Whether it is the languages spoken, the religions practiced, the cuisines savored, or the festivals celebrated, Malaysia is far more complex and intriguing than the glossy images often portrayed in travel brochures. If you've ever thought you knew Malaysia, think again. Its true colors are brighter, deeper, and far more varied than most outsiders imagine. And if you're enjoying this journey into Malaysia's rich tapestry, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to explore more hidden gems and fascinating stories from around the world. A melting pot of ethnicities. The first layer of Malaysia's diversity lies in its people. While the majority of Malaysians identify as Malay, there is a significant presence of Chinese, Indian, and indigenous groups. The Malays form the core of the country's identity, but the Chinese community, which has been present in Malaysia for centuries, has contributed enormously to trade, cuisine, and local traditions. Similarly, the Indian community, primarily Tamil, has left its imprint through music, dance, and religious festivals. But diversity doesn't stop there. Malaysia is home to over 60 indigenous groups collectively known as the Orang Asli in Peninsular Malaysia, and in East Malaysia, the states of Sabah and Sarawak host more than 40 ethnic groups, including the Iban, Kadazandusun, and Bidai. Each of these communities has its own language, customs, and ways of life. Unlike some nations where ethnic differences can create divisions, Malaysia has largely fostered a culture of coexistence, where multiple communities live side by side, blending traditions yet maintaining distinct identities. This ethnic richness makes Malaysia more than just a tourist destination, it is a living classroom of human cultural history. Linguistic tapestry that surprises. Language in Malaysia is another dimension where its diversity shines. While Bahasa Malaysia is the official language, you will hear a multitude of tongues spoken across the country. Mandarin, Cantonese, Tamil, Punjabi, Iban, Kadazan, and English are just some of the many languages that can be heard in daily life. This linguistic variety is not just a practical reality but a reflection of Malaysia's layered history of migration, trade, and colonization. Interestingly, many Malaysians are multilingual, switching effortlessly between languages depending on context and community. This fluid linguistic landscape is rare in many countries and demonstrates how Malaysia's diversity is woven deeply into its social fabric, shaping identity, communication, and cultural expression in ways that outsiders often overlook. Culinary diversity that tells a story. One of the most delicious ways Malaysia's diversity manifests is in its food. Malaysian cuisine is a reflection of its multicultural society, combining Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous culinary traditions. Each region has its specialties. Penang is famous for its street food, Sarawak for its unique laksa, and Kelantan for its aromatic dishes influenced by Thai flavors. Street markets are a fusion of tastes and traditions. You might find satay stalls alongside dim sum vendors, or roti canai next to nasi kerabu. Malaysian cuisine is not just about taste, it's about history, storytelling, and the blending of cultures. A single meal can narrate centuries of migration, trade, and community interaction, making Malaysia a paradise for anyone eager to explore cultural diversity through food. Artistic and cultural diversity. Beyond language, food, and religion, Malaysia's diversity shines in its arts and culture. Traditional dances, music, and crafts vary significantly between ethnic groups and regions. The Malay kite-flying festivals, Chinese lion dances, Indian Bharatanatyam performances, and the Iban weaving techniques all showcase the country's cultural wealth. Even modern Malaysian art often draws inspiration from these traditional roots, creating a unique fusion that appeals to both locals and international audiences. This artistic diversity ensures that Malaysia is not just a place to visit, it's a place to experience a living, breathing culture that continues to evolve while respecting its heritage. Tourism reflects diversity. It is no coincidence that Malaysia is a hotspot for tourists from all over the world. Americans, Europeans, and Middle Eastern travelers are increasingly drawn not only to its natural beauty but also to its cultural richness. Visitors can explore bustling urban centers, serene highlands, vibrant festivals, and traditional villages, often within a few hours' travel. This diversity makes Malaysia a country that never feels repetitive. The blend of cultures ensures every trip can offer something entirely new. Tourists leave not just with photos, but with experiences that reflect centuries of cultural evolution and coexistence. Geographical diversity enhances cultural differences. Malaysia's geography adds another layer of diversity. The country is divided into Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia, separated by the South China Sea, and each region has its distinct character. Peninsular Malaysia is more urbanized, with thriving cities like Kuala Lumpur and Penang, where modernity blends with heritage. East Malaysia, with its dense rainforests, highlands, and coastal areas, preserves much of the indigenous culture and traditional lifestyles. The differences between these regions are not just geographic, they extend to architecture, customs, attire, and social practices. Visitors quickly notice that East Malaysia offers a markedly different experience from the bustling streets of Kuala Lumpur, showing how geography shapes culture and identity in subtle but profound ways. Malaysia beyond first impressions. Malaysia is more than just a country of palm trees, beaches, and city skylines. It is a vibrant tapestry of ethnicities, languages, religions, cuisines, and traditions, each contributing to a society that is far more diverse than most outsiders realize. The coexistence of multiple communities, the layers of history, the linguistic richness, and the culinary fusion all make Malaysia a country where diversity is not just present but celebrated. Visiting Malaysia is like stepping into a living museum of human culture, where every corner tells a story, every meal reflects centuries of interaction, and every festival celebrates communal harmony. In 2025, as Malaysia continues to welcome travelers from across the globe, its true diversity becomes one of its most compelling attractions. For anyone eager to explore a country that embodies the beauty of human variation, Malaysia is waiting with open arms and countless stories to share. If you found this journey through Malaysia's diversity fascinating, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more insights into the hidden wonders and unique cultures of countries around the world.